We'll be here after 9:30. But right now, can you teach comedy? Well, the School of Comedy exists, and it's an after-school group in West London run by drama teachers Laura Lawson and Tara Carr, and it's aimed at 8 to 16-year-olds, who in some cases are the funniest people without them really understanding why. And Laura and Tara join us both live this morning. Morning to you both.
Morning.
I know not only have you both got fantastic teeth, because you've just been laughing since you've got the most amazing teeth, which was why you deserve to be able to laugh. But you've just come in and laughed the moment you met Simon and I. I know we are a bit of a comical old couple, but you've seen how much we flounder around behind these microphones.
But please don't let any of those secrets out.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you teach comedy?
Yeah, sure. We hope so. It's our job. Yeah.
How?
Well, with kids, it's so different from adults because they're so raw. They come at it completely from a different angle. They're mocking the adult world and they're loving it, and we just help them to hone that. And it's their view of us.
We were
adults.
talking about earlier on in the programme about, I can't remember who it was, but somebody very famous said, I've spent all my adult life learning how to think like a child, and that is exactly how comedy works at its best. I mean, little children say the funniest things, and it's true. It's a cliche, but it's true.
Yeah, because their minds are so open. They don't get the haze of a panic. We've just done a big improv session for Comic Relief, and the kids are just so free-thinking and so brave, and they're not inhibited in the way that adults are.
But isn't that good? Because in many ways, this generation, although they have the free thinking, they have the internet, they have communication networks as well, but they are also told they cannot be as free as perhaps we were when we were growing up. There are very strict rules. The adults have a very odd view about what we perceive children to be.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, and there's so much, they're often quite patronised, and they're not allowed to say things that actually they say all the time at school. So if you don't give them that forum to do what they want to do, that you're sort of crushing their absolute creativity.
Do kids enjoy? Sorry, Judge. Do kids get this wonderful warmth when people laugh at something they say?
Oh my God, they love it.
The kids just love School of Comedy so much. It is one mother described it as a confidence medicine.
Right.
Because you're coming from such a different angle. So it's not like going into a drama group where you're being taught performance skills, and yet all these skills happen naturally because they're getting up on a stage, they're being confident, they're having the ideas themselves. It's run as an adult group, and the kids they can't wait to get up on the stage. They can't wait because they're sitting there with so many ideas brewing in their minds, and they
learn off. You see, we mix the age groups, so we do 8 to 13 and then 13 to 16. And the younger ones, they learn so much from the older ones, which is fantastic, because then they're sort of watching, seeing how their ideas work, and then they're copying.
Thing is, do they have a sense of timing though, children? Because you just think, how do they learn that? To anticipate a payoff line or that sort of thing, because they're so new to it.
Yeah.
They don't all come in with a perfect sense of timing. Absolutely not.
Sure don't. But that's how we love that when they come in and we're like, uh-oh.
It's an education. It's an education.
They're having fun from the outset, but then it's that sort of thing where you go, right, watch what your friends are doing, have a look how that goes, and you have to give them a year. They can't just do one term and be brilliant. They have to sort of grow in an organic way, and then they'll pick things up and we'll help hone it. And eventually they get it. Who do
they watch? Because the strange thing about now, there are kids' programmes for everything. There are kids' dramas, there are kids' news programmes, there are kids... So it's one thing that you don't ever see is a child stand-up. So who do they watch that they
watch?
Oh, Michael McIntosh.
Everyone.
They watch
Michael
McIntosh. Oh, my God.
Right.
We bring in guest comedians and they go, Michael McIntosh! We're like, no, it's not Michael McIntosh. Oh!
He's always next week, isn't he? He's always going to be next week.
Because they used to love Mr. Bean as well, because it translated across all age groups, I suppose, because it was, silent in a way. Or is that now a previous generation? Is it gone?
The thing is, they're exposed to so much because of the internet. Like, they can watch.
They do know an awful lot of comedy, because
not Mr. Bean's not on their list.
That's not on their list.
Sorry.
See how they... Poor old Rowan, your time has passed.
Miranda Hart, the
is
girls,
on that, the girls
and we
love.
love. She's our favourite.
Has she been in?
But
she's so busy.
Yeah.
She's a friend of mine. She's the most lovely girl.
I remember seeing her. The first time I saw her was in Not Going Out. and she was wasted. Well, she wasn't wasted, but she was a support part, and she should have been a bigger part. And then suddenly she took off, and I think she's moving to BBC One soon.
Yeah, and isn't that lovely that for children, because she's so inoffensive that you know you're quite safe, that they can watch her and you're absolutely safe. There's nothing going to sneak in that you think, oh God, they shouldn't be listening to this or something.
No, I think she's an incredible role model for them. Because it is safe, and also she's worked so hard, and she's
she's one of the few that deserves it.
And she,
so who is it? One of you have worked on E4 on programmes.
I did. Me with my hand up like a child.
Was that for a children's programme?
No, we took the kids to the Edinburgh Festival, the School of Comedy cast, the original cast, and they were spotted, and we were given a pilot by E4 and then 2 series, and it's an adult sketch show for adults, but the cast happened to be children.
Oh.
So it's all adult sketches written by adults, created with the children, but the content is really naughty.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's brilliant.
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued by this.
Extraordinary.
Now, there are 3 comedy schools, and I don't want to pit one bit of London against each other, but they're in Turnham Green, Notting Hill, Primrose Hill. Who's funniest where?
Oh, we can't say in case they're listening.
No, they're all funny.
But there clearly is a pecking order then.
Okay, what happens
You don't need to say. You don't need to say.
No.
You don't need to say. But the Tabard Theatre in Turnham Green, the Tabernacle in Notting Hill, and the Pembroke Castle at Primrose Hill. Do you presumably you must get audiences in at some point for them to show?
Well, they do a show at the end of every term, which is open to the public but is often full because of just parents and friends and family. And then what we do is they did a live show for Comic Relief, which is a yearly thing now, at the Tabernacle. So that's a 300-seater, and it's an hour and a half improvathon.
Improvathon? Yeah.
And that was packed. Absolutely brilliant.
I still remember the first time I went out on stage and told a joke. I don't remember what I told, but I remember I was about 8 or 9 years old and I was in Cubs or Scouts. And it was the Brent Town Hall in northwest London, and I found it the oddest experience because for weeks we talked about it and done things in a room with lights, and then suddenly we went on its large room, the Brent Town Hall, and I went on stage, had no idea I wouldn't see anybody, looked out to know what, heard things, and walked off, and I kind of thought, I don't even feel like I've done that. It was really strange.
So strange.
It's really scary.
Do you 2 stand up yourself? I mean, do you do things?
Well, yeah, I was doing it for a long time, sketch comedy, and I still do dabble. But not very much. I mean, we're busy now, really, doing this.
Yeah.
This is our love.
My background was acting.
We're doing look, they're so much better than we'll ever be. We might as well invest in them.
And so the feedback from the parents, give us that quote again, which was fantastic, saying it's like a...
Medicine.
Oh, it's a confidence medicine.
Yeah, I'm sure it must be. It really must be, to get them to do that. And also laughing. I know I'm speaking cliches here, but it's just, it's the great leveller, isn't it? If you can all just have a laugh and make each other laugh, it's fantastic.
Do at some point, I mean, I again, this is probably diplomatic, you need to be careful, but, some... In history, taken away from you, in history, some child performers can be unbearable. They can become unbearable.
Oh, well, we don't allow it. We say no jazz hands allowed.
No jazz hands. It's exactly the opposite.
If they come in doing the jazz hands, we're like,
no,
we're full, sorry.
No. And somebody, our producer, says that one of the kids was in Son of Rambo. Is that right?
Yeah.
And was that through you? Did it come through you?
Well, yes. He went. It was really. He was. I was teaching him, and he was in a maths lesson, and a casting director came around, and I literally, so unprofessional, stuck a piece of paper up at the window in his lesson. I went, "There's a casting if you fancy." It was only 10. He was like, "All right, but I'm just in maths. I can't." After, "Oh right, sure, no probs." Then he came, did the audition. They loved him, and he's the son of son of Rambo, and star of Narnia as well.
All down to you.
Wow.
Hope he sends you Christmas cards for the rest of his career.
He's godfather to my son.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
But if people want to find out more, how can they do it? Because we said 3 venues, all in London.
We have a website.
We do have a website, www.schoolofcomedy.com. We've got a final show on the 2nd of April at the Tabernacle, if anyone wants to come and see. And we're in the Accidental Festival at the Roundhouse in Camden in May.
Just great. Thank you both for joining us live this morning.
Thank
Laura
you.
Lawson and Tara
Thank you
Carr,
so
the School
much.
of Comedy for Kids.